All right. Hey, a little mini lesson on the cell resume, ladies and gentlemen. The cell resume. Cell resume is an item that we have when we're doing introduction to cells. And if you don't know what a resume is a listing of your skills and abilities that you put together when you apply for a job. Obviously, the cell organelles have jobs in eukaryotic cells. Notice I didn't say prokaryotic cells, eukaryotic cells, because that's where organelles are found. They already have a job, but I was going to ask you to be a little creative with the idea of a cell resume and then be able to put that cell resume together as if they were applying for the job that they normally do. But you have some bells and whistles. So it's in your Google Drive and it's under classwork, and it is not that one, it is their cell resume, and it's a Google form that we can fill out together. Let me make it a little bit bigger for the folks who are in Digiland. Digiland, the place you go when you don't want to be in schooly land. Digiland. Entrance tickets are free. So you're going to design this job. No, that wasn't funny. Okay. They don't think I'm funny this morning. All right. Okay. They get the mask off you. You don't. Ha! All right. You're seeking to acquire a job. So you have to think about what is it your cell is going to be doing. And so that we can all see this at the same time, I'll sync that one. And the job you are seeking to acquire. So you're thinking about this. And when you're thinking about this resume that you're building, are you looking in to get at ground level of protein assembly? Well, there are several organelles in eukaryotic cells that are very specific, that are designed for protein assembly. Does anybody know one of them? It starts with an R and ends in an ome. It's a fantastic, it sounds like a food that you like to grill and put a little barbecue sauce on. Ribosomes, there they are. Yes, ribosomes. Ribosomes are part of that protein assembly because that's where the DNA goes to assemble the proteins. We spend an entire, almost a week on protein assembly and how it's done from the DNA through the ribosomes to a protein. Okay. After that protein is created, it goes to the really weird word. It's a compound word. And it reminds me of Austin Powers, Dr. Evil. Endoplasmic reticulum. Yes. For 1 billion. That whole character. Yeah, no? Okay, just me. No, it's just me. You see it? Okay, okay. Yes, there it is. Thank you. Yeah, see? Yeah, so that would be also a protein assembly organelle. And then it finally goes to the Golgi apparatus or Golgi complex. And I use those interchangeably, so don't worry if you see apparatus or Golgi complex. If you see that word Golgi or Golgi in front, then you know we're talking about the same thing. All right, maybe you're looking for a job in security. Maybe you're kind of a bouncer style kind of person. Maybe you're thinking cell wall. Maybe you're thinking cell membrane. Maybe you're thinking for a management level job. Maybe you're thinking something like the nucleus. So you pick one of those three because that's kind of the job you're looking to acquire depending on the organelle you have selected. All right, then you're going to go ahead and put in your name and your biology teacher. And then will your subcellular structure be in a prokaryotic or a eukaryotic cell? Tell me the difference between a prokaryotic and a eukaryotic cell. Someone in my class has stated that one of those has a nucleus and one of those does not, but they did not tell me which one is which. They have corrected their answer to say that the eukaryotic cell, in fact, does have the nucleus and the prokaryotic cell does not. Great, now everybody there knows and everybody here knows as well. All right, so you have to pick which one yours is going to be in. And then from the list, you're going to select whether or not which one of these organelles is the one you're interested in doing. Now you may have noticed that as I was going through the 3 job tiles, I didn't mention two of those, did I? Which 2 didn't I mention from that list? One starts with an L and ends in a some. They're the lysosome. And one starts with a va and ends in an ol. Vacuole. There you go. Those are the two I didn't mention. So where would those fall if you were going to select one of those organelles or one of those subcellular structures for your resume? Would that be a management, security, or protein assembly? Lysosome and vacuole. Let's think our way through that for a moment. That's too long. Okay, especially if you're on the video where you're waiting for my class to come up with an answer. Oh, you thought it froze. It didn't actually freeze. They're just thinking. It'll be funnier when you watch it for one time, or not at all. Come on, Smalls, don't kill me. Sandlot, anybody? Yeah, all right, good. That's like 3 movie references. All right, I'm going to leave that one hanging out there then. You're not going to answer? You're not going to answer. Somebody's going to have to look it up and tell me the answer. Haha. Okay, so it is a required question, so you're going to have to select one. So then the About Me section is after you've done that, you have to briefly describe the organelle you have selected. That can be a definition that you pull from the Quizlet, from the internet, a brief description. I would like if you pull a definition and copy and paste it to elaborate on it a little bit. So if you pull a 2-sentence definition, add me 1 sentence of your own to describe it and edit it so that it has a little bit of you in it, right? A little bit of your ideas besides just what you copied and pasted. Everybody clear on that one? Awesome sauce. Okay. When we get down to experience, this is where we get to be a little creative. What is the experience that that organelle or that subcellular structure normally has? You can have some fun with this. So let's say you picked the nucleus. You could, for under the experience, you could say, once managed a mid-level company, and then just have some fun with your management experience. Or you could be very legit, like straight up, I was the manager of the heart cells. I made the heart cells do all the heart stuff, and they directed all the beating of the heart. You could be very literal with that if you'd like. Essentially, when you're thinking about experience, you're going to think about where that cell normally occurs and what it normally does. Not just its definition, but its actual experience and function. All right? Skills is another place where we can have some fun. The skills are the things that this organelle subcellular structure does and has some fun with it. And that kind of falls under the same idea with training. So experience, skills, and training, have a little bit of fun, keep it a little bit legit, but enjoy yourselves. We're going to be using those boxes again next week as we fill in the actual resume format for your organelle. Volunteer work is 100% creative. 100%. Go ahead, knock yourself out, have a blast. You can't get it wrong. If you've selected the lysosome and your volunteer work is with kittens and puppies in the animal shelter, sure, go for it. Absolutely. If you like to volunteer at the Boys and Girls Club as a nucleus, sure, go for it. You can't get it wrong. Have some fun with that one. Okay? Hobbies, you're going to have this one correct though. Because under hobbies, you get some actual things that the organelle needs to be able to do. And that's going to be one of those functions and features, kind of reiterating what we've already tried to do. Contact information is going to be a pull down, sorry. So you can select one. Make sure you're selecting it. If you've done a prokaryotic cell, don't tell me that you're on eukaryotic way. That doesn't make any sense. Okay, that is a 9-minute and 56.7-second mini lesson. I try to keep them right around 10 minutes because no one wants to watch longer than a 10-minute video about something. ever. 10 minutes we can deal with. And thanks, ladies and gentlemen.